Titans Patriots last preseason game should be a good one. As y'all know, it's going to be a home game. Finally, we get a home game. I mean, shoot, man, I've been waiting to get back to that stadium and watch some football, man. And I know I ain't by myself, man. But Mike Vrabel, he spoke about Tannehill. He was asked on whether we will see Ryan Tannehill in the last preseason game, and this is what he had to say.
We'll try to work through some of that, and we'll see what it looks like here with Ryan. See, get him behind the offensive line. So I, haven't made a final determination. That's a possibility.
So Firestone, man, how you feeling about it, man? Should Tannehill play in this game tomorrow?
A little bit, somewhat, just to get a chemistry, just to knock some rust off, just to do something. Well, even if it's just one drive, I'll be fine with that. But I want, I want to see them get some type of game time before the regular season starts. Him, D-Hop, I want to see them out there, Henry out there. Just even if it's just for a drive, it's getting that time. Let's knock rust off. Let's make sure that y'all actually got the feel and how y'all can adapt to this sport now being offered for so long. So no, I want to see him play for a little bit.
RJ,
there's a side of me that says no because we're just unlucky when it comes to injuries. There's a side of me that says no. There's another side of me that looks at the Arizona Cardinals game we had a couple years ago, and that I went to that game and I left at halftime because we just looked like a bag of ass, man. And I know the reason why we looked terrible in that game, not because Arizona Cardinals were just a good team that year. It was just a simple fact that we just didn't play, and we didn't play together all. You know what I'm saying? All training camp up in the preseason. I know,
Yeah. So
like I said, I see both sides of it. If he doesn't want to play them, I understand. If he does play them for like a 2 series, I understand that as well. So
I'm with RJ on it. I mean, pretty much you 2 Firestone. I mean, maybe series or 2 just to let them get up out there before the season starts. But honestly, I mean, I really don't have no strong opinion about this situation here. But I'm honestly more concerned about this backup quarterback situation because I mean we got a decision we got to make with that right there, man. Levis, he was back in practice this week. And it seems like he's going to play in tomorrow's game. Now, for how long will he play? I don't know. I think he needs to get some reps with their first team offensive line just for the simple fact that Malik got pretty much the whole game with the exception of, a couple of snaps from Mason Kinsey, in which Firestone had a ball with that right there.
Oh, my God. I saw that in the chat. I was like, there ain't no way, bro. I was like, there's no way you're about to lose your starting job to a practice squad QB. And then the very next year, you lose your QB position to a wide receiver. I was like, bro, there's no way. If that happens, Malik got to go. But luckily, it was just for like a play or 2, and it wasn't a thing. But man, it had me panicked there for a little bit. Like, damn, I was like, we're putting in wide receiver at QB. Is this how bad it's gotten with Malik now? I was like, I ain't seen that since the Steelers days. But no, luckily it was just a play or whatever. But yeah, no, I was like, whoa.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I seen that. I was like, man, I was trying to look at the silver lining in it, but I was like, after seeing how Malik was playing, I was like, man, I really don't know if these people really think that Mason Kinsey is gonna give them some kind of spark or not, or they just giving him them reps just to see, like, hey, if he's the emergency quarterback on game day, I mean, this is what he can do. I mean, who knows, man? But Malik definitely wasn't good in that game. And people gotta understand, man. The guy is still a work in progress. He is not ready to be a starter. And just to be real with y'all, he's on thin ice when it comes to being quarterback number 2 because he didn't do himself any favors in that game last Saturday. I mean, you can sit up here and say wide receivers or tight ends had drops. Yes, they did. But also, too, Malik, he was still up out there, no gun shy. He was missing reads, missing wide open pass catchers with a clean pocket, and people just sitting up there defending him like, it's just one day. He's still good. No.
He's not gonna give very many chances, man. He's just not gonna give very many chances.
This preseason right here is very important to Malik for the simple fact that they drafted Will Levis higher than him. Y'all got to understand that they drafted Will Levis for a reason. So when they drafted Will Levis, hey, that clock got to speeding up on Malik, man. I mean, it's either shit or get off the pot. And to me, Saturday night, he didn't do himself any favors. And if you don't believe me, man, Greg Cosell and Buck, they got the install that they do weekly. And Greg Cosell spoke on Malik Willis and the game that he had.
Wonder what you made of Malik Willis having the opportunity to work through a variety of situations with that full start.
Obviously, the week before, Malik Willis clearly looked much more comfortable as a player, just in everything he did. This week, he did not. Now, again, this is not going to be a judgment about what Malik Willis is going to be, next week, the week after, or 5 years down the road. But this particular week, he did not look comfortable. He did not see things clearly. He turned down a number of throws that were there. Those were the throws to make based on the route concept versus the coverage.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just pretty ridiculous from our fan base, and in particular, a certain section of our fan base that just sit up over here defending Malik just because. And I guarantee you, if Tannehill goes out there and has a fucked up preseason game, you're going to hear all about it. You go, oh, I told you, we should have cut Tannehill when we had the chance. They would have been up out there doing the most. So my thing is, be fair about the situation, man. I mean, Malik had a bad game. It's not the end of the world. He's going to have bad games. It's about how you bounce back. And I like that he was comfortable week 1. Week 2, I didn't like it so much. So tomorrow night, I'm going to see, can he bounce back from a bad game? It's all about his development, man. Y'all just got to keep it real, man. RJ, you got any thoughts on it?
I go on Malik performance. It wasn't good, but also it wasn't as bad as some people are making it, because man, we got to look at it. He also had 90 yards on the ground too, man. Like, people just overlooking that. Now his passing needs to get better. I'm gonna keep it 100. I've been telling everybody that around Nashville, man. I'm like, dude, pass need to get better, because I know when it comes time to him to be a starter, the first thing any defense gonna do is try to take his run game away and say, beat me passing. And he's gonna have to beat people passing. It's gonna have to beat people, just like Lamar. What happened to Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson had to become a better passer. Now, do I believe Malik can become a better passer? Yeah, but at the same time, like, man, you got to show something in this pass game that's gonna get me to believe in you. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the other. And he said, what did he say? Logan Woods out here throwing bullets.
Yeah, meanwhile, Logan Woods out there throwing bullets preseason game.
Now, Logan Woods side, but Malik is better than Logan Woods side. Let's be real here. But we're gonna see in this game, because we got to see the bounce back game from this. Because I mean, at the end of the day, they did win. He did somewhat game manage this game, and they did come out with the W. So, like I said, I'll say the good and bad of Malik. But when Malik take off, he probably one of the most athletic people on the field. You know what I'm saying? That and the other. So the potential is there. He has a strong arm. He just needs to be able to read the defense You know what I'm saying? And hit the right guys and hit them in the numbers. You know what I'm saying? That and the other. He needs to become a better passer if he's gonna get to the. If you're gonna get that number one, hold down this number 2 position or become the number 1 quarterback. He has to elevate his passing game.
Man, hey Mike, man, you trying to get Dean Pease put out on the streets, man?
He trying to get him a job by any means.
Yeah, man.
This man want a 7-year-old dude playing backup quarterback.
but for real though, man. I mean, Malik just got to do what Vrabel said. Do let it rip. Go with your move, man, and stand on it, man. Firestone, you got anything you want to add to it?
Yeah, bro. It's. I hear both of y'all, and I do, but you know me, I'm trying to figure out things moving forward too to try to kind of predict a little bit. And I know everybody keeps saying, this is one bad game from Malik. Tell me one good game we've had from Malik. It seems like every game has been a bad game from Malik. Like, I don't even think we could say we have a good quarter from Malik. And it's crazy that you've had 4 starts now in the past 2 years, right? Or 3 starts fully where you've had and took over you played the entire game 3 times now. And all 3 times you ain't thrown over 100 yards. The one time you throw over 100 yards is when you're splitting reps with another QB. And we thought because you split reps with another QB, you threw over 100 yards. Okay, now week 2, we're going to give you the whole game. You definitely got to throw over 100 yards. And you didn't. And it's cool to have this run and have that to be able to use your legs. That's cool. But let's be honest. If we're getting into the regular season, we got Derrick Henry out there and people know that you can't throw. They're going to load the box even more out there because it doesn't matter if D-Hop beats them on the out. You can't make the throw anyway. I don't give a damn. Burn me all damn day. You can't make that throw. So we've been talking all offseason. We have to have a respectable passing game, and Malik just doesn't give us that. And maybe he can change into the future, but the biggest thing I see with Malik is that he's so indecisive. At least with a QB, you need to be firm and make a decision. Whether it's right, whether it's wrong, we'll figure that out in the film room, and we can build upon it. But you being indecisive and never just stand into a play, you want to always throw out of sacks at the last minute, roll out, and then take a sack 2 yards. To throw the ball away. What are you doing? Why are you taking a sack in those situations? So I just got to see him be more as a passer because like what you said, everybody gave that harsh criticism to Lamar, but Lamar was a good passer. Could he improve on it? Yeah, but Lamar had an arm and would sling it. Malik, it just seems like he's too scared to let the ball rip, and he's still turning over the ball more than he's scoring. Those are just huge question marks and huge red flags for me when it comes for a QB that we need to kind of like, we don't need you to hurry, but we kind of need a QB next year to be ready to step in. And it looks like you might be another year or 2 behind before you're ready to start. And we don't really have that for you to develop in that time. So is Malik going to be a good QB in the NFL? Possibly. But do we really have the time as the Tennessee Titans to wait for Malik to develop? Because it looks like this is going to be a lot longer of a haul than we expected.
Yeah, and we definitely don't have much time to wait, man. I mean, it's the NFL, not for long. You either shit or get off the pot. But TK actually brought up something I was thinking about myself. There shouldn't be no bounce back game. Levis should get the whole game tomorrow if healthy. I wouldn't have a problem with it. Honest to God, truth, I would not have a single problem with it because unfortunately for Levis, Malik got that opportunity and he didn't do himself any favors. So, I mean, I understand that and I agree with that. I mean, shoot. Throw Levis up out there for a majority of the game. I mean, you gave Mason Kinsey snaps with Malik Willis up out there, so this would be the perfect time to let Tannehill go up out there for a series or 2 and then hand it over to Levis. I have no problems with that. No one should have a problem with that. Not even that certain section of our fan base, because you got him on the roster. You need to see what he's got.
Man,
yeah, not to tell people that, you know me, Morocco, you know how big of a Malik Willis fan I am. Now I will say though, my mom is right though that Malik did throw a couple passes to Chig and he didn't catch it, and that would have helped him a little bit. But I still though, outside of that, like man, he wasn't doing nothing. His passing wasn't scaring the defense. The defense was not worried about his passing at all. You know what I'm saying? Like they were okay with him taking these 5-yard play, these 10 yards here, 5 yards. And they were okay with that. He wasn't throwing deep. He didn't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do nothing that was wowing you in the passing game. Now, Will Levis, we're gonna see what Will Levis is. I mean, he got it. Like I said, I think I said it in I think earlier. I can't remember who I was talking to, but I said that right now at this point in time, Will Levis looked better than what Malik was at that point in time in his career. And let's be honest, Will Levis looks better than what Malik. And you know me, I roasted Malik. I roasted Will Levis on this show for what I'm saying. How long, bro? But Will Levis. In his beginning of his career, looks better than Malik in the beginning of his career. Let's be real here. He's making throws. He's not scared. I mean, yes. Do we throw the ball in harm's way? Yes, he does do that. He throw picks. I'm not even gonna sit there and act like that, but it just feel like he's more comfortable. He can grasp the offense a lot better. We'll see what he's gonna become. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I still believe in Malik. I want him to make it, but man, he got to get better, man, in passing.
And I mean, you saw Levis got that mayonnaise endorsement for lifetime now, so maybe.
We can't dodge the mayo jokes, can we?
Yeah, he already hit it for Hollywood.
Now. I saw that. I was like, no, mayo jokes definitely ain't never going to end now.